Okay, it's hard for me to tell if I'm in focus from this far away because I can't click it. I need like a remote, but we were going to have a stressful morning. We ended up not. I had good intentions of filming everything that I wanted to get done, and then we ended up waking up at 4:30, so super tired, and I just wanted to still do things, but slowly, and not worry about filming them. So took care of our milk kefir. We enjoyed smoothies. We did some laundry. We did a bunch of dishes because I have not received my dishwasher tabs yet. They should be coming this week. I'm really done doing all the dishes, so looking forward to that. But it just ended up being a nice slow morning, and I still got a lot done, which has been interesting because as I've been learning to slow down more, it's funny how when I'm not like in fight or flight and rushing around, I actually get more accomplished, and then I don't feel stressed. So it's kind of interesting. Feels like a paradox how that works. But I need to do sauerkraut. I bought cabbage like last week and I haven't gotten to it yet, so I need to get that fermenting. If you've never made sauerkraut before, I actually have a tutorial recipe over on my blog, which is very new and up and coming. I started it a few months ago, and honestly I haven't had much time to tend much to it because I'm kind of focused on YouTube, but I wanted to still get it going, and photography is something that I've really enjoyed over the years, so I'm hoping to be able to pay more attention to it. But I did want to share that I have a tutorial for sauerkraut over there. It's a really easy way to get probiotics into your diet. Yeah, it's super easy, inexpensive. I absolutely love it. So if you've been following along my past couple videos, I've been painting this dresser. It has taken me many days because I just work in short little spurts of time. But I actually, at the time of doing this voiceover, I'm almost done with it, and I have been loving how it is turning out. So I'm excited to show you the final reveal when the time comes. But painting is something that I can't recommend enough. If you are staying home, or you want to stay home, or you just want to be more frugal, this is one way that you can make your home beautiful and make it your own by adding colors that you like, that reflect you and your style, and just the feeling that you want your home to give for your own family, and then also for those who enter inside. And it's just something that I just enjoy doing it. I will thrift something, and if I don't like the color, I will just paint it. And the nice thing about paint is that you can always paint over it. Now, to an extent, there is a point where you can tell there's a few layers of paint on something. But the thing is, if it's like, a frame or something that you bought for 50 cents at the thrift store, if you were going to paint it in the first place, you weren't going to leave it natural, you're not really going to be out much at 50 cents. But obviously there's still some intentionality, I think, that goes into deciding to paint something. But I just can't recommend it enough if you are wanting to tap more into your creative side. I definitely think that humans were meant to create more than consume. Obviously, we have to consume a little bit. That's how we can get information and inspiration. But I also think that we were meant to create. And so this is just an inexpensive way to do that. And you can then make your home just reflect you a little more. I was also just watching a larger YouTuber's video, and she was talking about contentment, and that is something that is, I think, an ongoing battle, if you will. It's hard to practice contentment because on one hand, I think that's super important, and we don't want to do things that we shouldn't, just to gain things. But like I said, we're also meant to create. So sometimes it can be hard when you feel just a little bit like stuck, like you aren't creating, you aren't being creative. So that's why I like painting. There are lots of inexpensive things that you can do to make your home beautiful when the budget doesn't allow for a completely renovated home. Okay, so here is our Thrive order. I mostly got a lot of sauces, condiment type stuff, because if you buy them at the local health food store, they are a lot more expensive. So I always stock up on ketchup. Oh, and I should say, the way that I do Thrive, I don't order every month. I do it when we need stuff or when we have room in the budget, which hopefully those two things coincide, but not always. So sometimes I have to be patient, but I always grab ketchup. I like the Primal Kitchen unsweetened. It doesn't have anything in it. I grabbed some parchment baking paper. I want to get into, I know I said I wasn't doing grains, which I'm really not. I'm personally not doing a ton of grains. I'm not completely avoiding them because it's really hard budget-wise to not use bread and stuff in your recipes. So my family isn't avoiding them, but I would prefer to eat them freshly milled. But I don't have a grain mill yet, so I'm kind of just trying to make sure to do sourdough. But I do want to get into actually baking more bread, like boules, like actual round artisan loaves. So got some parchment paper. Also my dishwasher detergent, I was super excited about this. I used it last night and I was so happy that the dishwasher washed all my dishes for me. Besides the overflow, I will still use that rack for certain things, but I'm really happy about this. This is the Rosie brand. I actually think it's the Thrive Market brand. And I got fresh lemon and it worked really great. And I always grab a box of these organic applesauce pouches. Sometimes I'll get the pouches from Aldi, but these don't have the ascorbic acid or whatever in them, which I'll still buy that if that's what's available, but these just have organic apples. So I really like them, but they don't last us very long. So they're kind of a special treat. And then for sauces, I grabbed some chicken dipping. It's called chicken dippin', because my husband really likes, he has this chicken finger dipping sauce. I can't remember, it's not like Chick-fil-A. He said it was something else. I can't remember. I want to see if he'll try this one just because there isn't any of the other stuff in there. It's avocado oil, all good stuff. So I grabbed that. Grabbed one Primal Kitchen steak sauce. We like this. It's just classic steak sauce, and we already opened it because we had steak for lunch. So steak sauce. And then I grabbed a couple of unsweetened classic barbecue sauce. I also have heard good things about the Date Lady. She has a barbecue sauce, but this is just the Primal Kitchen. That was just what was on Thrive Market, but I should definitely check the prices between the two, see which one's actually cheaper, because they're probably very similar. Obviously the Date Lady would use dates for sweetening, but two of these. And then I grabbed a couple of Thrive Market organic salsa, mild salsa. I just like to stock up on this. This would be another like marinara, tomato sauce, those types of things. If I can get a good deal on it, I will just grab a couple and just try to keep adding to my stock that way.